Hi everyone, Suiki here and welcome to another CSR2 video. In this one, we'll be going over Season 48 of the Race Pass. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so this season, I will just be upfront here, has some good life racers. So jumping to the free tier first, the first car that you want to prioritize over the others is the 2023 Corvette Z06 convertible. This car has a special gearbox in which if you get stage 6 transmission, the PP will drop and the EVO will spike. So with that and stage 6 body, stage 3 tires, this car is a monster in live racing. I love mine. I haven't used mine in a while, but I can assure you it is a very good live racer and it's highly unlikely anyone's going to beat you if you're going up against the average player. You're going to win because this car again has a special gearbox and it's really a must-have as a result. Okay, the second pick you might want to go for is the Porsche 718 Spider RS. The reason why is that this car excels in the the slow lobbies if you have stage 6 transmission and I believe stage 6 tires and the rest can be stock. It has about 620 pp to 1.8k evo when you fuse everything and max it all out and tune it just right. It's not as good as the Corvette with its about 640 pp to about 2.5k evo. So it's your second choice. And the last choice is the Aston Martin V12 Speedster. Unfortunately, this car is not very viable in any way when it comes to live racing. The only point I can see to get this car is if you want to be prepared for events, because this tends to be used in more Aston Martin themed events, which I also remember. There was one event I did with the V12 Speedster. I cannot remember what it is right now, but it is meant for events and not meant for live racing. So that's the free tier out of the way. Let's get into the paid tier. And of all these cars, the first car I would actually recommend is the Ford GT Mark IV. The reason why is I believe this is a good live racer. I could be wrong because I have never upgraded mine, but from my experience, this has very good potential to be a live racer because it was the prize in the event which I did. It was with when the Ford Mustang GTD was new to the game. I did that event all the way, and unfortunately I didn't upgrade the Mark IV because it just wasn't very appealing to get the final rewards, to spend all that money just for 5 gold keys, 10 gold keys. I can't remember, but I just wasn't too much of a fan of that. So nevertheless, it's a Ford, it's easy to build, and as a result, I would say your first choice. Second choice, the Devel 16. This could also be your first choice if you're participating in the current event right now, the Hypercar Crucible, a show of valor, because this can be used in lock-in 1. So if I'm not wrong, because I don't have the car, so I'm just assuming right now. So I do believe it's the Apex car in Showdown. It's the fastest one of all of them. So that's another thing. But consider this. It's a Devel. It's going to be hard to build. So just because it's the quickest car in Showdown doesn't mean it's the best, because it's highly unlikely you're going to have parts for it. I mean, check your inventory, and I doubt a lot of you have more than 5 fusion parts for Devel, because this car is such a rare make. And here's a little trick. If you don't have any Devel cars, you're not going to be able to get any fusion parts of that brand until you get the car. So it's very likely a lot of you just have the few free fusion parts that you get during the Flash event, and that's about it. So that wraps it up for the Devel 16. If you're willing to spend, it could be a very good car. I know it's a very good live racer. It's able to beat Dyno as well. So that's that. And the final pick, unfortunately, is the Pininfarina Batista. The Batista, unfortunately, to me, doesn't have any good live racing tunes. And it's not very easy to build because it's, again, a rare brand like Devel. But Pininfarina does have some gold star cars. So it's a bit easier, quote-unquote easier. But then again, it's going to be hard to build. And this car hasn't been used in any events to my knowledge, because this isn't the blue one that you get in crew championships. This is the white one that you win in, I cannot remember one of the events. It was with the Ferrari SF90 Stradale Assetto Fiorano. It was that event, but nevertheless, it's not very appealing, this car. Plus, it's electric, so it's going to be a bit finicky to launch unless you're very, very good at timing the launch button, which does take some practice. So that wraps it up for my quick guide on the cars you should take. To recap, the free tier, the first one you should take is the convertible Corvette Z06, then the Porsche 718, then the V12 Speedster by Aston Martin. And for the paid tier, I would say take the Ford GT Mark IV first, or the Devel 16 if you intend to spend a lot, which is my second choice. And finally, it's the Pininfarina Battista. So that's it for me and my little guide here in this video. I do hope my guide has been helpful in any way, shape, or form to you. If you like this kind of content, do subscribe, do leave a like and a comment. Does help me fare against YouTube's algorithm. And with that said, take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. See you guys.